Elisha Cuthbert first made her mark in the entertainment industry in the early 2000s. These days, she still has an active career, though she no longer spends the bulk of her time in Hollywood. Keep watching to find out what she's been up to. Elisha Cuthbert has definitely had a successful career. Her first major roles were 24, which premiered in 2001, and the 2004 rom-com The Girl Next Door. In more recent years, she's popped up in movies like 2017's Goon: Last of the Enforcers and on sitcoms like Happy Endings and The Ranch, while also serving as a guest host on an episode of Canada's Drag Race.
I love all the queens and their fabulousness, their artistic ability to do their own makeup, be funny. I am such a huge fan.
Anyone who follows Cuthbert on social media will know that she uses Instagram to regularly update her fans about what she's working on. For instance, in June 2019, she marked the end of her time on the ranch by posting a picture of herself with her co-stars Ashton Kutcher, Dax Shepard, and Sam Elliott, along with the caption, "One of the most enjoyable experiences of my professional career has come to a close. I'm so grateful for all my time spent with these incredible actors and crew, and I'm so thankful for all the awesome fans of the show."
Did you want Sam to record your own voice message greeting?
Yeah, well, it was just a trip every morning when you go, "Good morning, Elisha." Oh my God!
While that gig may have ended, this seems to be one star who has no intention of slowing down anytime soon when it comes to her career. These days, celebrities aren't just famous for appearing on TV shows and movies, but also for popping up on the most popular podcasts around. While Elisha Cuthbert hasn't started hosting her own podcast just yet, she's been getting into the swing of stopping by other audio programs. In October 2019, she had her first ever podcast interview on Anna Faris is Unqualified. She used the opportunity to open up about everything, from how to barbecue to the challenges of being in a sitcom and having actress friends. As for that last topic, when Faris asked Cuthbert if she indeed has friends who are also actresses, she admitted, "I wish I could say I had a lot." Although she did also note that as a parent, she now has some actress friends who also have kids, which helps to make the friendships closer. Then in August 2020, Cuthbert sat down for an interview for Arlene Dickinson's Reinvention podcast, during which she discussed how she stays grounded. While talking about social media, Cuthbert noted, "How do I express myself without exposing too much of myself? It's been a challenge, because I don't really roll that way, and I haven't. It's always been about the work." When Cuthbert isn't working on a new movie or TV show, she spends a significant part of her time supporting worthy causes, like the Special Olympics. Her involvement has included being the famous face behind a virtual 5K walk/run and attending the Enriching Lives Gala. The event raises funds for grassroots programming, competitions, coaches, and more for athletes of all ages and ability levels. Cuthbert is also involved with Tim Hortons Camp Day, whose goal is to help kids from low-income backgrounds go on life-changing experiences at camp. In 2018, she worked a drive-thru to help bring in money by selling coffee. As she told the Journal Pioneer, "I kinda said I didn't want to be in their way since they knew what they were doing and are way ahead of me, and that I want to sell as much coffee as possible. So they put me by the window and I've been handing it out. It's been a lot of fun." She added, "Because it's a small community, the people coming to the window are used to the familiar faces, so it was interesting when some people would pull up and go, 'Who the hell are you?'" Cuthbert also spends a lot of her time with her family, which obviously includes her husband, hockey player Dion Phaneuf. They got married in 2013, and it appears that their relationship is still going strong. Cuthbert often takes to Instagram to post about how proud she is of her hubby's career and to share what they do together. Back in 2009, while the two were dating before they got married, she told Women's Health, "It's the first real healthy relationship of my life. I think you learn something from every relationship, but I've spent too much time with people who weren't worth spending that much time with."
She's very talented at what she does, so I'm very proud of her.
Nowadays, Cuthbert and Phaneuf are not only a loving couple, they're also doting parents to their daughter, Sapphire, who was born in December 2017. On the little one's first birthday, her mom took to Instagram to celebrate the milestone by declaring, "Our baby is one. What an insane year, filled with so many learning curves, instinct awareness, astonishment, exhaustion, pride, but most of all, love. Happy birthday, Sapphire. You are total magic." And then there's Pearl Phaneuf, who's a bit of a celebrity in her own right. That's right, Cuthbert's miniature schnauzer has her very own Instagram account, where you can see her living a pretty sweet life with her family. Cuthbert may be well known by American audiences, but that doesn't mean she's originally from the United States. As it turns out, she's actually Canadian. She was born in Calgary, Alberta, where she lived with her family until she was 11 years old. As she revealed to Shape in 2012, "We did a lot of moving around when I was younger. We lived in Vancouver for a while and then Montreal, which was so foreign to us with everyone speaking French. It was wild." As an adult, Cuthbert has used her position in the spotlight to highlight other talented Canadian creative professionals. For example, you may have spotted her at the 2012 People's Choice Awards wearing a laser-cut bodice and a maxi skirt that came from Canadian designer Sunny Fong's VOC 2012 Resort Collection. Cuthbert has clearly never fully left her love of Canadian vibes behind, and these days she spends a fair amount of her time back in her home country. That decision may have been influenced by the fact that her husband has played on multiple Canadian NHL teams, including the Calgary Flames, Toronto Maple Leafs, and Ottawa Senators. That appears to suit his wife just fine. She's settled down in both the nation's capital and on the East Coast, where she heads out on the town with her Ottawa girls or stops by local establishments. She's also been known to hang out with other celebrities from the Great White North like singer Jan Arden and actor Jay Baruchel. We assume they have plenty of conversations with each other about what it's like to be both famous and Canadian. Cuthbert may primarily split her time between the United States and Canada, switching up locations when it suits either her personal life or her professional career. But she's also made some time in the past few years to travel to some countries outside North America. In May 2019, for example, she headed out on her first celebrity cruises trip. The obviously excited actress hopped onto Instagram to share shots of herself prepping for her time away from home on the sponsored voyage, as she wrote, "This mama is packing. I'm so excited to be going on my first celebrity cruises ever. A much-needed vacay, and I can't wait." While off on her curated journey, Cuthbert certainly appeared to be enjoying each location. She posted photos of herself spending time in various European locales, including Italy and Spain, among other wanderlust-sparking destinations. While taking a break from her acting work, she spent her days sightseeing, lounging on the beach, and enjoying what she described as the culinary experience of a lifetime. She also got the chance to visit landmarks such as the Port of Gibraltar and Stonehenge, which appeared to be just as memorable as every other adventure she embarked upon. Elisha Cuthbert spends a lot of time inside on movie and TV sets, but she's also an active and outdoorsy woman. Anyone who follows her on social media will know this to be true, as they've seen her and her family heading out to the water to go fishing. In June 2019, she shared a photo of herself on a boat with the caption, "Doing some much-enjoyed fishing this weekend with both my father and father-in-law. Hoping my first season 24 hat brings me some luck." While we can't say for sure if she caught anything on that occasion, she did reel something in back in July 2017. That's when she posted a photo of a fish in a net along with a caption, "Mama can fish." While Cuthbert clearly enjoys her time outside in the summer, she also appears to really be into winter sports as well. Perhaps that's because she hails from Calgary, which can be more than just a little chilly and snowy in the colder months. Simply put, when it's below freezing, that's no reason for Cuthbert to take shelter indoors, as she can often be found with her family skating, snowmobiling, sledding, and skiing. Cuthbert looks pretty much the same as she did when she first showed up in Hollywood. As Women's Health described her in 2009, Elisha's petite 5'3" frame belies her strength. She emanates a been-there vibe, not exactly hardened, but she's certainly no pushover. Her dark eyebrows and platinum hair pack a visual wallop. Elisha has carved out a niche as the hottest girl you might know in real life. Cuthbert was clearly cut out for the entertainment industry with her camera-ready looks, which she hasn't departed from very often. Her only notable deviations have been minor aesthetic adjustments like an edgy coif, blunt bangs, or a pixie cut. She's also occasionally strayed slightly from her expected appearance by showing up with ginger hair or going brunette. However, in recent years, Cuthbert has seemingly been more inclined to play with her appearance. She's dyed her hair pink, embraced purplish unicorn tips, and played with a funky filter that gave her spiky blue hair. Although maybe that last one is just a wild wig. And when opportunities to play extreme dress-up roll around, she tends to go all out. Just take a peek at her as a seriously sizzling devil and her wonderfully intense Cruella de Vil costume. Honestly, who could resist playing around with their appearance when you can look striking in so many different ways? Cuthbert has done pretty darn well for herself financially, which is a good thing because she may be the only person in her household bringing in money these days. In June 2019, her husband, Dion Phaneuf, became an unrestricted free agent when the Los Angeles Kings bought out the final 2 years of the $49 million contract that he originally signed with the Toronto Maple Leafs back in 2013. While it's unclear exactly how much that left Phaneuf with when it comes to his total fortune, he probably doesn't have to sweat the lack of income, because according to Celebrity Net net worth, his wife is worth an estimated $20 million. Back in 2012, Cuthbert talked to the National Post about establishing herself in the entertainment industry and making money. She explained, "My goal was to get to California and be a successful movie or television actor, or whatever it was going to be, and not have to go home to mom and dad and ask for money. My first goal was to make a career out of it." She added, "The next thing I knew, I was on 24 and I thought to myself, now I've got to be the best dramatic actress I can possibly be." All these years later, she's still living up to that promise to herself.
I'm not as dumb as I am.
Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Nicki Swift videos about your favorite stars are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.